Warning: the following proscribed is transgram. Viewer discretion is not advised. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NaruSaku podcast.
Hooray!
Wait,
Yo.
what's that? Wait, what's that you're saying? James is hosting, but why? Well, simply because he's not here to do his job. So I'm taking over, for the moment anyway. You know, it's funny. It seems like I'm having a flashback right now to him complaining about me taking over his job. It's funny how the world turns out, doesn't it?
Yep.
I am your host, lknmjh, also known as Steve. And please, and guys, introduce yourselves. We all know you and we all love you here, just the same.
Johnathan! And I'm ready. It's time to bring the springtime of youth together.
Oh, yeah. And if you all remember from last week, MangaReader, or the MangaReader, or whatever, because I am not from MangaReader.
MangaReader.
No, ladies and gentlemen, he's not an admin from the website, so don't send him any emails complaining about the quality of all the manga translations that the website handles, because he's just gonna say, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Secret
Yeah,
cover blown.
because really, no.
So, without any further ado, let's move on to this week's chapter, which happens to be the first chapter of of a new volume, chapter 668.
So let's get started. What has Guy determined to do?
Yep.
Oh
Chapter
man, the
6.
mysteries.
Yep.
668, the Crimson Springtime begins!
So we start off here with a panel of Kakashi and Rock Lee, being presently being surprised actually, and it's it's sort of a normal response that you would have to get from basically anyone who's just about to say, yeah, you know what, I think
I want to die.
I'm gonna die,
Yeah.
and I totally accept it.
Yep.
I accept my death.
Yep.
Guy, you can't do this. Just think of nobody's here. No, nobody here would want this to happen.
Mm-hmm. So we got Kakashi saying, "Do you mean to tell us you're going to open the last gate?" And then Minato just interjects here, "No, don't do it. Just think this through for a second here. Even your father wouldn't want you to waste your life like this."
Whoa, father?
Yep. But we'll get to that in a second.
Who is... What? Guy has a dad?
Apparently so.
There's family?
Oh my god, the old people have families? I thought they were all gone off screen.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So you got Guy here just calming everyone down. No, it's okay. I want to do this. I'm pretty sure I want to do it. And then Lee
Okay, bros, I got this.
Yeah. And Lee goes, "Guy-sensei, are you really sure this is the right time to unleash that technique?" And Guy just calmly... Mm-hmm. And Guy
Anyway.
I'm sorry, what?
No, so sorry, I keep interrupting.
And Guy just calmly and coolly replies, "Come on, Lee, don't make that face. Look, I'm smiling." And then Lee just sort of remembers back to Guy's teachings.
Flashback.
Not exactly.
Sorry,
Not exactly, but anyway, Guy then rushes in like a badass, and then proceeds to open all 8 gates and proceeds to open all 8 gates by poking himself in the heart.
That had to hurt.
So, I'm heart, baby. I'm heart,
I'm sensing-
baby.
I'm sensing a reoccurring theme here.
And gee,
What with hearts and all.
gee, I wonder what it could be.
Naruto, Sakura's still holding his heart. Naruto's heart. Yeah.
And
We
so
have hearts in
And so we
Heart
see
on
Madara.
stick must die.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And mostly Madara's worried about, like, oh, he's opening all the gates?
yep. So we got Madara here, just focusing on.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa, I
more
think,
like.
Whoa.
Hey, ladies.
James,
Hey. Hey.
Anyway,
Hey.
hey, hey, James,
Hey, how's everything?
James, my bro, what's up?
someone came
None,
late to the party.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So, just let me briefly explain since you weren't here in the beginning. Since
Okay.
apparently our host is not doing his job for whatever reason, probably probably something very good, or it could be something very asinine, like I'm
Tiling.
editing last week's podcast. So
how in the world he's editing last week's?
you'd be
It's still lost.
you'd be surprised. But anyway, since he's not doing his job, I decided to do it just to prepare myself for next week when I officially take over while he's away on spring break and while the rest of us are sadly who sadly have no
Slaving
life,
away.
sadly have no life and are joining me next week.
The gate, the eight gate,
So,
the
what is
gate
that?
of death.
So, what's happening right now, this instant?
I'm eating a chicken bone.
I'm the host here. Let me explain. We are currently reviewing the chapter, and while I'm doing this on Manga Panda, it'll be on page 5. We're on page 5.
I'm on Manga Stream and I'm on page 7.
We'll just
See?
wait a moment while you bring it up.
Recaps.
Okay.
Recap the recap.
Recap the recap.
Yep.
Yeah, because like Guy Sensei is going to die. Just like I said before in our last podcast. I said Guy's going to die by using the 8 gates, and guess what? I'm right. Uh-huh. I knew that Guy was going to use the 8 gates all along.
You and 8 million other fans.
No, guys, he's not gonna die. He's gonna get saved at the last second.
No.
Clearly,
There's no saving at the last second. Unless Tenten just comes in and seals Madara up.
Oh, hey.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Tenten. You saved us all. And Naruto's like, hey, I'm going to beat the living crap out. What just happened? Tenten saved us. Oh, I want to beat him with my new power.
Sasuke and Naruto. What the hell happened?
So don't worry, Naruto. You still have Sasuke left to fight. So anyway, Madara here, he notices that that Guy has activated the pressure point for the 8th gate, and apparently this pressure point allows his chakra to encircle his heart, which would actually make sense since if any of you can remember the explanation given for how chakra network is so intertwined around the heart, it makes sense just for that specific point to surround the heart, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
and I see a little dot there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he made a little dot over there or whatever. So
well, For Life isn't going to be coming back.
Alright then.
All right then.
Aw,
Anyway,
man.
so we get
Ugh.
and so then we get into a flashback where we meet for the first time Guy's dad, who is aptly named
Might
Might.
die.
Might die.
You might die one day.
Hmm. Amply named.
Your name is a pun.
Oh man.
So
You're so numbskull.
so we got so we flash into Guy just punching the shit out of punching the shit out of Guy, like, Guy, you idiot. Blah. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm 5 years old and I can't even run 500 laps around the school. And then they put on manly tears. Don't apologize. I shouldn't scold you for that. Never apologize for your efforts. It's always
It's simple.
It's
It's
always
impolite.
To your exercise.
Yeah.
Exercise
yeah.
is for men's only.
Exercising is for men.
And they go into
Madly.
Yep, and they go into a manly hug, just like how Lee and Guy, currently do. Dad, Guy. And then a couple of onlookers casually mention, ugh, those two are at it again. Isn't that child abuse? Also, what's with the tights? They're so gross. And then
Ew.
Might Die
Ew.
Might Die, overhearing this, just says, thank you for the compliment.
And
Yes.
thank you for cheering us on.
And young Guy goes, Dad, they weren't complimenting us.
Cheers are free.
Listen up, Guy. The time of springtime of youth is yours to begin. Is your beginning. During your springtime of youth, you can never look back behind you like me.
Yep. One of the many heart of the card speeches given by his father. And so we move on here to Dai saying, I'm actually glad that you can't use ninjutsu or genjutsu.
Oh man.
Wait, what?
Because as he continues on, if you know your weakness, you can concentrate on your strengths. Your taijutsu has already started to shine, because at your age, you've already realized what your strengths are.
Uh-huh.
And Guy smiles for a bit before saying, Dad, maybe you're just trying to... But Dai won't let him finish because he continues on. Yes, your weaknesses can become your skills too. Verbose means that you're precise. Loud means that you're careful. Stubborn means that you're earnest. Basically saying everything's opposite. Selfish people are like cats. And hairy people are like cats.
Like the cat.
Before we continue on here, I got a comment on Might Dai's design. It seems I'm sort of fascinated by the way Kishimoto has drawn him. Obviously, the big caterpillar eyebrows are probably genetic. But what's weird is his mustache. It's what's it called? A tooth comb?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so.
A tooth comb mustache with a tooth comb
goatee or whatever the hell.
Yeah, we'll say.
Yeah, he has a square-like goatee and a square-like mustache, and I like him like that.
Yeah,
it's that like people are like, oh, we can say like guys and like cat-like people are pussies.
Okay.
Hey, my guy, are you playing train games with your kid again? Killing training kids from the Eternal Genny? Wait, what? Hey,
so we continue on here with young Guy giving some more ridiculous examples, and people with a long torso, they're like cats too. Then we have two, what I'm assuming are Jonin, are commenting here, "Hey, Dai, you still playing with your kid? It's pretty good for an eternal genin." Thanks for the compliment.
Hey,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
wait. Before we continue, there's actually something actually kind of interesting. Um, this is not the first time there's an Eternal Genin. In a filler episode, we do get to see another Eternal Genin. So, like, this is might be I mean, in the same is the same type of guy. I guess like Naruto is gonna be like an eternal Geni as well. I guess so. Like, um, yeah, making a reference to the filler episodes. Nice, Kishi. Nice.
Well, it could be unintentional as well, but also it's not.
Homages.
It's homages. But also we can't say for sure that Naruto will be an eternal genin, although considering the way he's handling this, he more than likely more than likely will be, but at the same time maybe um we'll just
We,
flash forward to an event in his life where he's just promoted to Hokage after.
yeah.
Technically, he's a sage, which I guess is a class of sword, but whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He went from Genin to sage, but he's still considered a Genin by Ninja Code of Honor or whatever the hell.
Mhm.
So he's just gonna go from Genin to Kage. That's it. That's basically it. Screw the other things.
Yeah.
On paper,
Sure.
on paper he's a genin, but on strength alone, easily 10 Kage.
Or at least joining level, as they always seem to point out. Yeah, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Actually, yeah, I'd say he's like Jonin level.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, Kage are technically Jonin that are just
Leaders of the village.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like.
But they're
I think-
powerful Jonin, so
Yeah, so like I think that will be good. What about the Anbu Black Ops? What happens if Naruto joins the Anbu Black Ops? That would be kind of interesting.
everyone joins them. Everyone.
And Naruto wearing a fox mask. What does the fox say? Nah 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 nah.
Foxes.
So
Okay.
then we move on to a later point in time where a guy who's clearly pissed off at people making fun of his dad, he throws a rock at the two Jonin who earlier were making fun of him, and they go like, "Hey, what the hell? Isn't that Dai's kid? What are you doing? Don't make fun of my dad ever again!" And that is seriously one of the best pissed off faces I have ever seen. So,
Yeah, I do like the lining over here. He looks mad.
mhm. And then we move on a bit more forward, where apparently he has been, he took some bruises, but maybe he gave some too. Who knows?
A 5-year-old getting beat up by a 5-year-old, man.
I got beat up by kindergarten.
Mhm. And so we have Dai asking, "Guy, why did you do that?" And young Guy responds, "Why? I mean, how can you be so optimistic? When does youth end?" And Dai just calmly replies, "As long as you don't turn your back on it, it won't end."
It will never end. And then, so when will it die? So then, even when you die, it won't be over. What are you talking about, Guy? That climax of the springtime of youth that burns whenever brighter and brighter.
Mm-hmm. So we got Guy here just basically trying to talk some logic into Dai's reasoning, and he says it's not exactly normal to be this happy all the time. I mean, nothing guarantees that I can defeat someone by just believing so until I die.
Wow, this is very interesting. Guy is somewhat different from what his adult self is like.
Of course.
Character development.
Of course.
Character development. Thank you.
Of course. That's called character development.
Development, eh?
What's up, development?
And then we get
Victor.
and then we get another snippet of a heart of the card speech from Dai as he replies, "You know, a real victory is not when you win against someone strong. It's when you're able to protect something or someone you really care for."
Oh man, words of wisdom that we learned way back then.
Yep.
Way back when Haku said it.
Yep.
Kishimoto just really loves hammering this home.
Hooray.
Yay! Mostly Naruto will protect Sakura.
And so then young guy just tears up in confusion and partial sadness as he says, I just wanted to protect the youth you always talk about." And then
Tears of joy.
Yep. And then Dai sheds some tears of joy as he hugs his son in a moment of silence.
Manly tears.
In one of the more awkward positions drawn by Kishimoto.
Awkward position, Kishi. Just awkward.
But probably just
then
because
we
the jumpsuit's
flash-
all black.
Yeah.
And then we flash forward into Dai teaching Guy how to do the 8 gates.
And he goes, "The 8 gates is a type of kinjutsu."
Kinjutsu.
Kenjutsu. When it's supposed to be forbidden, people still teach them anyway.
Yep. And apparently it took Dai about 20 years of training to master it, which, considering it's a death technique, I'm not surprised it took him that long to learn it anyway. Or maybe, or maybe it just took 19 years trying to search for it, and then the 1 year developing the jutsu. It's kind of thing you'd also might sort of expect from the manga anyway.
Yeah. Dai gives a little bit more words of wisdom. In other words, as your father, this technique is the single technique that I'm passionate about into you. And now I will make it even more special. Special? You have a certain to become great. So I give this technique under strict condition under which it can be used. Your rule only.
Yeah.
So,
Your own rules.
Yep. So basically, Dai just gives the same words of advice that Guy eventually gave to Lee when just teaching about the 8 gates. And, in order to use this technique, you must have a special rule set up for it. And then we sort of cut back to the battle, but then we immediately go back into a flashback as...
Why, Kishi? Why?
More flashbacks.
But in this case, it's justifiable. But anyway, we cut to apparently a situation where Guy and... I want to say that his group of the one ninja who constantly has a senbon in his mouth, and another ninja who
the tuning final proctor, and then Ibusune? I can't remember his name.
Ibusu.
Yeah, Ibusu.
Hey, isn't that guy with the lightning swords?
Hey, why, yes. We do have...
Oh my god! Kishi made them canon! Oh, great. So that thing about the rice patty thing is also canon.
Well...
No!
Yes, we do have a filler episode for those who care to ever watch those.
Yeah, I watched a lot of filler episodes.
For those of you who don't know exactly what we're talking about, we are talking about a certain arc of fillers in the original Naruto series called the Curry of Light arc, where Naruto and company go to a land where one of the former Seven Swordsmen of the Mist apparently buries people alive, and then he cries at their funeral, even though he's burying them alive. But anyway,
Yeah,
so
that was a stupid
Hooray
villain.
for freaks.
but anyway, so we see that Guy and his team are in a sticky situation as they're facing off against the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. How or why? Well, we don't care.
Well, and also for
Yeah.
clarification, that character is the one sitting on the rocks with the giant, bulky sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
And so
If anyone had cared to know that.
yeah.
Just to get rid of the confusion, it's the one with the wrapped up, bulky sword
Mhm.
that one of the characters, I guess, has now, or whatever.
And so so one of the swordsmen comments, well, we must be really famous if even kids from other villages know about us. What are we going to... And then the Chunin Proctor goes, Guy, what are we going to do? We don't even stand a chance here. But, lo and behold, Dai arrives. And he proudly announced, Ha! I made it! Just in time! And we still find out that he's still a genin, as provided by exposition through Guy. You're still a genin? Why are you here?
Exposition.
But of course...
Dr. Exposition!
You
Okay,
just
let's
all
go.
run away and I'll gain time.
Yeah. Of course, Dai just ignores his question and just says, "Oh, run away! I'll stall him." And Guy protests, "Run away! Dad, they're a group of Jonin, and not to mention they're the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. You can't possibly stop them alone."
And you won't be able to stop a single one of them.
Simon, Hachiman, Tanoko no Jin. Yes, hooray for complicated technique phrases.
Complicated Japanese technique phrases.
Yes.
We'll
just say the 8 gates again for.
I still have the 8 gates release formation, the gate of death. But that's your own rule? No. Just like now.
Yep.
Now is the time.
Yep. So all in all, Dai just releases the 8th gate, and it's presumed that he died.
Dies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Died.
So, and then we cut back to literally one of the most badass things I have ever seen in this manga. Well, or at least it's in my top 10.
Where Guy is on fire, literally. His hair is on fire. And look at this! He has flaming eyebrows!
Yep.
Oh my god, he just evolved into a Darmanitan! If you don't know that, he has giant flaming eyebrows too. If
He
you're
turns
a
into a
trainer,
statue?
Yeah. And so we get the flame effect as he pushes as an explosion happens behind him. And we cut back to various reaction shots of almost all the characters, sans Gaara.
Because Gaara's not there anymore, apparently.
Yeah, because maybe he flew away.
Yep.
Or something, who knows.
Lee's crying. Kakashi's just accepting the fact that he's about to lose another friend, and Minato's just wondering why.
Why?
And then we have the blank I don't give a crap expression. Whatever. I told you to do it, but that doesn't mean I care.
He's so this is the blood vapor that's supposed to happen when all the 8 gates open. Red stream.
Mm-hmm. But of course, he just gloats here and says, "But yeah." So he gloats here and he says, "But watching from up here, you just look like one of the leaves that fall in the autumn, just rotting away." And Guy just badassly replies, "Well, that may be true, but I'm not going to rot and die here. When I die, I will become nourishment for the new, fresh leaves."
Is this the
yes.
climax of the springtime of youth that burns deeply crimson red?
Mhm. I will become nourishment for the new fresh leaves. The time when a new spring comes and the fresh leaves bud is a peak of youth. It is a time to burn deep crimson. And then
Evening elephant, because we have,
He
well,
said like night elephant.
Yeah.
so we have peacock, tiger, and now elephant.
The most dangerous animal in the world.
One has to wonder how he came up with this technique if all 8 gates make you die.
Yeah, because like elephants kill like 400 people. So like to a
Burn
point where like
guy.
burn, baby, burn,
so
disco
Guy,
inferno.
so Guy instantaneously teleports himself in front of Madara as he unleashes his technique, and that's where the chapter ends. So
Explosions.
The burning human Darmanitan is going to kick some butt. Wait,
and realistically, a tiger, a peacock, and an elephant are dangerous animals in and of themselves. A tiger obviously can maul you. A peacock, I believe, has a specially designed claw that can rip open your stomach if it's given the chance. And the
Ugh.
elephant, well, we know the elephant can just stomp upon you and just crush your bones. So,
or using his
yes.
trunk to like send you flying. Also, the tiger, peacock, and elephant all live in the same area.
mhm.
I think it's India.
Up to this point, they've all had to do much. Well, the peacock is movement speed, turning his fists into fire somehow.
Uh-huh.
The tiger had to do with sound, or creating enough force to make a soundish like wave, or
Mhm.
something like that.
It's kind of like
So-
a tiger is Kamehameha.
So with the whole burn guy thing, it went going back to fire again, but sounds explosive.
Yep. Although I can only imagine how many theories people came up with what was the name going to be for the last technique of the 8 gates. I've read most, or I saw most were pointing towards dragons, or something something just so insanely awesome. But of course, Kishimoto, being the creator that he is, he gives us one of the most mundane things ever, the elephant. While still a dangerous animal, it's not an animal you would immediately think of. I mean, a tiger is strong and powerful. A peacock is swift and graceful. An elephant, it's lumbersome and slow.
Hooray.
Hello.
They all have to do with times too. It's morning
Hello,
peacock,
Yeah.
afternoon tiger, and evening elephant. So,
I wonder what the night thing is.
We just saw it. It's evening
it's
elephant.
the evening elephant. Evening is basically night.
Oh yeah, good evening.
Afternoon tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, you all know my
From our last
Sure.
review.
MangaReader, you especially know from our last review. You all know my
James has
feelings
put
about
up.
last week's chapter. So this chapter, in comparison, I think is immensely leagues better. It's not perfect. I give it an 8 out of 10, but it's just leagues better, and it was a really great opening for this volume.
Flashbacks come at probably a bad time for a lot of people. So there's been quite a bit of negative reviews for this chapter.
Uh-huh.
Because,
Yeah.
well, everyone wanted action. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, let's give backstory to some character we really apparently don't care about.
Yeah. That's something I have a similar thing here. I said like Ah, jeez, we're going to Kishi's longbacks. Ah, jeez.
But
That's what I'm going to call them from now on. Kishimoto longbacks.
but this chapter had its purpose. It
Yeah.
served its peak. Most of the time, we always get flashbacks when someone's about to die. Rather get it out of the way first than have it come afterwards when it probably
Yeah.
serves no purpose.
Yeah, and really, it was about time for a it was about time for a flashback to appear in a chapter. I mean, after previous chapters, the previous the previous 5 or 6 chapters with nothing but consistent action and consistent point A to point B. Sometimes at least for me, sometimes it's nice to see a breather. Not every once in a while, but when it's needed. And here, at least I feel it was needed.
Funny
Yeah,
that-
it was to me it was all right. To me, it introduced to me why Guy had the springtime of youth. Even though it's used for comic effect, it does have oh, you want to take this seriously? Boom, there you go.
More seriousness.
Yep.
Even though I could still say it's very comical in a way, but it's still very hard the cards guide me.
Well, the last time Kish tried to be comical, it didn't bode well. Which was like just 2 chapters ago, I think.
What what was it?
The Tenten joke about Neji.
Oh yeah, that wasn't funny.
Yeah, that was sort of a too soon, but then again,
It's
I
just
don't know.
Neji.
I mean, I sort of chuckled. I mean, I didn't laugh, but I went like, it's sort of funny that she's already complaining about the dead, but
Yeah, that wasn't a good joke. Really,
pretty ironic that the cooldown chapter was actually quite explosive.
yeah.
An explosive chapter with an elephant going in.
Giant elephant.
Yeah. And really, this chapter has had some of the best artwork, well, so far, and at least nothing was awkward, awkwardly drawn anyway.
Yeah, that was my only complaint, is that we couldn't actually, being a black and white manga, you can't really make the 8 gates look any cooler than it already is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, I think also, I think the flaming eyebrows are awesome. He's like, flaming eyebrows, making a reference. And, to a point where it's making a reference to Darmanitan, man.
Alright. I could see
wait.
that, I could see that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Also, Darmanitan also represents Buddhism. Oh.
Why don't you explain, for those who are going to be listening, why don't you explain that, Johnny boy?
Really, I don't know that much, but really, there is this Chinese. There's mostly this Chinese statue. Mostly Chinese statues that represents a culture or something like that. I had to do some homework about this, and I'm still doing that right now.
Buddhism is a religion.
Yeah.
For
What?
the Western continent, or the
for China, also it's for Chinese people.
China, Korea, and Japan are the
because I went to a Chinatown place. Chinatown to eat jellyfish.
Okay, but the question I was asking was, how does the Pokemon reference relate to Buddhism?
Let me give you a little bit of more of an example. Darmanitan is a Pokemon that is it's like a statue with like burning. I mean, a statue. It's referencing a little like a Daruma doll, and that the Daruma doll is practically like something Buddhism that he's been enlightened. Also, you can say that like the animals like the elephant, the peacock, and the tiger, who also live in India, could reference in Buddhism too.
Well,
gold.
Kishimoto has been influenced by Buddhism before, as the pains, the 8 paths, all represent the Deva the
6 deadly sins or something like that.
well
Or-
the
I can't remember.
the paths of pain were related to Buddhism, like
Yeah.
the Deva path and the can't
Animal.
can't remember.
Deva, animal, machine for some reason.
Yeah.
Hunger, I don't remember.
So
But yeah,
well,
he could. Anyway, yeah.
So one question I have here, more than likely Die's already dead. More than likely Guy will die in the next chapter, but how do you think the next chapter will play out? Do you think that, Kishimoto, being the creator that he is, do you think he'll make Guy kill Madara, or do you think, as in true manga fashion, Guy dies trying to kill Madara?
Really, I'm thinking Guy is going to die trying, because like mostly in manga or anime, we could say like Guy is going to fail at killing Madara, because we need Naruto to finish him off. So like I'm thinking he's going to weaken him, so like Naruto or Sasuke can come in to finish him off. So like I think the Night Elephant is going to do a ton of damage, mostly to a point where like Madara's like kind of like like beat up, but like he's going to try to dust it off. So like that didn't hurt that much, even though like to a point where he might die because of the 8 gates. So yeah, that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to stop or defeat Madara as he's trying to, I guess, stall for time. From what I'm getting, like, to keep his friends safe while they think of something to truly defeat him.
Yeah,
at least that's what I get from it.
Yeah, that could be a possibility too. I mean, Tenten, it is examining the contents of the jars, which we know contain the twins and the people they sealed up.
Yeah, either the twins are still in there, or it's a way of sealing Madara or something.
Actually, the pod did seal the 8 tails before, so like I think it can seal the 10 tails again. I mean, seal the 10 tails.
Well, Naruto's mission is to save all the tailed beasts, so I think that they might try extracting first and then seal him away.
Yeah.
Forever.
Uh-huh.
Being the threat that he is.
Uh-huh.
Probably the most uncorruptible, or maybe the one person they can't convince to change. Anyway, but back to my whole reasoning is, not to say that him, like, stalling for time means that he's not going to be doing something that could be a lasting effect. I mean, maybe Guy might damage him to a point where it makes him a little less likely. I don't know. Probably because, I mean, as it stands right now, there's no reason to believe that Naruto and Sasuke, even when they revive, stand much of a chance based on how the things have been going so far. I guess.
I mean, Naruto's getting a new power up, so I guess that might actually turn the tide.
I don't know. We had this discussion where he's getting part of the 1 in 8 tails, the
Yeah.
Shikaku and the Hayachi, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
which James never posted. So there's like probably people in the dark saying, "Whoa, what happened with that last chapter review?"
Yeah.
My whole take on what I think might happen that chapter. Obviously, Guy is in the middle of unleashing his technique here, so maybe
Yeah, the thing with all this.
here's my 50-50 shot. Or maybe 80, or no, not 80, 90,
75-25.
90-10 shot. The 10 is that he unleashes the technique, and what happens is his life force is slowly being drained, like slowly, but quick enough for it to be for drama and whatnot. So he unleashes the technique, and his life force is draining when all of a sudden 10-10 comes in and probably does something. But again, that's just the 10 part of the 90-10. More than likely, Guy will unleash the technique and manage to stall for time long enough.
Yeah, I don't think it's an instant death technique. I think it was more of a prolonged use or something like that. I don't know.
Really?
Well, probably something along the lines of Tsunade and her seal upon her forehead, where if she uses all of it, then she quickly doesn't deteriorate, but she quickly ages to the point where she's just so frail that literally she could flick her and she'd probably crumble into dust. So maybe it's a technique. Maybe it'll turn out something like that.
Yeah. Actually, when I think of it, when like they're going to try to seal Mara, it'd be similar like them trying to seal Piccolo in that jar or bottle.
It was a rice cooker.
And it didn't work.
And it didn't work when Tien used it, and oddly enough, Tien lived, even though Master Roshi used it, he died, and his master, Master Mutaito, used it, and he died. So maybe we'll also get the Tien effect, where he uses it, or maybe where Rock Lee uses it, and he doesn't die.
No.
Maybe you only die if it
succeeds.
succeeds.
And plus, what will happen if Mara just said, like, screw it, I'm just gonna blast it right back at you. And Tenten getting sucked into the jar. So I'm like, no!
Or maybe you only die from opening all 8 gates because you're old, instead of being young. Which is probably what happened to Tien when he used the sealing technique against King Piccolo.
Yeah, I think that...
Either that or... I think the 8 gates was said that you die because you use all your chakra up in one fell swoop, so... Because, I mean, because apparently Kakashi told Sasuke that if you use all your chakra up, you die. So, I don't know if it has to do with age, so to speak. But we all know how many times that has never seemed to work.
Yeah.
Used it like 3 times and then tried it. Yeah, I think he used it like 3 different times, even though he was only allowed 2. And then on the 4th try, it was like the seal came in or something. It was like, what?
Yep.
Inconsistencies.
Inconsistency. What's that?
What's that, man? No. So I think I don't know. I still think he's gonna die because I mean, otherwise, Not to
would
say
be
the
a
flashback
pointless.
wasn't pointless, but a
Yeah.
lot of times flashbacks tend to come about when you're about to die.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And then its purpose would just be wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for telling me a backstory that had really
No
just
purpose.
took up
That-
took up space.
Thanks for
I don't
having
know.
thanks for having a flashback that really went nowhere.
Yeah.
Kishimoto,
Yeah.
you sly dog, you.
Uh-huh.
Now you're truly stalling for time. Oh, I have no idea
Yeah,
how to.
you need to kill Guy off now, or your readers will be peeved at you.
Team Guy's
Like-
numbers are slowly dwindling.
Like fans weren't already pissed off at Kishimoto when Pain revived everyone, but anyway, we're not here discussing that.
God.
Pain Run! That's why I call. That's why I call the. I used to call it when I was younger. I call Pain Painron. Shenron and Pain put together. Your wish has been granted.
I can restore life's forces. Somehow I die reviving everyone, but then I'd also die if I just revived myself. So, yeah. It's funny. Obito basically dies only reviving one person.
Uh-huh. But he had like I think he had the renegade. I mean, like blah, 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 blah. Like Yai. No, not Yaiko. Nagato. Wait, was it?
Yeah, Nagato.
It was Nagato that had the Rinnegan.
Nagato had both Renegon in his eyes, so he wouldn't die instantly, and since he was like to a point where like the Ghetto Mazo did drain his life force.
It's funny. Yeah, I was always wondering that, but yeah.
My brain. Oh.
Somehow I'm old, but not.
Inconsistency. That's what you have to expect.
Inconsistency? What's that? Consistency? What is that? Okay. Let's see. Let's see here.
I gotta give Kakashi credit. He could keep a straight face for quite a long time.
Even though like he's been in torment for the last couple of weeks.
Yep, he's had his side split open, literally. He almost faced certain death against his master's Rasengan, if only he was safe. If only because he teleported the jutsu away, tearing off his arm in the process, but nevertheless, he lived.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, this is all just a matter of hours. Apparently,
really,
in this manga.
Mostly Minato is saying like, damn it, no, I lost both of my arms.
Yeah.
Really, I'm thinking he could just reattach it to himself. And when I made a joke saying like, hey, medical ninjas, make a Earth-style stretcher.
I wonder if his arms are just gonna remain lost forever after the jutsu ends, when Orochimaru wants it to end.
I think his arms will be revived when he turns back into a ghost.
Oh, I lost my arms for life. Oh, crap.
Yeah. I think he will have his arms back. And when he dies again.
He's still dead.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
I'm a living corpse.
That's essentially what he is.
Yeah.
Oh, that jutsu. That also was like a big... What the hell?
Really, if like Minato dies again and his arms are still lost, how will he touch
even if it's for
Kushina
plot
again?
purpose? Why? Oh, Orochimaru if it's not Orochimaru, it's Madara all the time.
Yep.
Lately,
If it's not both, it's Donzo.
it's Danzo.
Donzo! Why do you lie? Why do you cheat? You're just horrible.
But yeah, Orochimaru has like the most plot. I mean, that's basically what it is. Kishimoto uses Orochimaru for plot hacks. Oh yeah, he's dead. Wait, nope. Those curse seals somehow are him alive, and for some reason,
how
like
does that
Horcruxes
happen?
like Horcruxes in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm immortal.
Hooray!
Bitch. Sasuke learned a new technique out of nowhere. Yeah, when the hell did you learn this?
Or where the hell did he learn how to summon those hawks?
Yeah, when'd you have time to learn that?
Even like Obito asked himself, like, how in the hell did he learn that?
Yeah, where did you find time for that? Well, it's clearly making fun of my own writing style.
Yes, because Sasuke is the master of ass pulls.
Yeah, he's the master of ass pulls. Master of ass pulls. He's the
And then
master.
Orochimaru comes. Oh, yeah, that Death God seal that apparently you can never escape. Well, yeah, you can actually do that.
There's actually a little bit of a loophole.
Yep.
I was lying. You just need a mask.
Oh, you are the mask.
Oh yeah, and then I can just change bodies at any time. So, you can't steal my soul.
Oh yeah, and we forgot. Like Orochimaru can't get the change body for the next 3 years. So like Sasuke's like, whew.
I'm just gonna put 4 Zetsus inside of Sasuke because 1 is just not enough.
Yeah, because we need all that Senju DNA inside Sasuke. I wonder what will happen if we put Senju DNA into Naruto.
Oh, I wonder. But yeah, chapter was pretty good.
Yeah, the chapter was pretty good.
So I got 2 questions here sent to me by a person called Legs to Z, all one word.
Huh.
Weird ass name, but then again, I've seen weirder.
Like
the internet.
Yeah. So first question here. This is through my email. Okay. Now that Shippuden is up on Toonami, what were your guys' reaction to it first appearing on when? What was your guys' reaction when it was announced that it would be appearing on Disney XD instead of Adult Swim?
Holy crap!
This is. I'll let you guys answer first before I answer this.
To be honest.
Okay, you go first.
Oh, okay. No. All right. Well, actually, I had no clue about that till I found it one day saying, "Oh, what the hell? Disney XD picked up Naruto?" I was like, "Okay, well, whatever." Originally, I had no problem with it because, well, I didn't feel like buying things on iTunes, and normally I like watching dubs when I don't, just to understand, because subs sometimes don't exactly always get everything correct or whatever, but then again, neither do dubs. So,
for kids.
But I did notice a huge difference after watching a few episodes, and it was like, okay, why the hell? So, but I mean, I basically knew that being Disney and all, you can't have nearly as good as, I guess, effort as, I don't know. A lot of people complain about the
and there's no cursing in Disney.
Yep, no cursing. So it was not uncut. It was
cut.
It was cut, and it was cut pretty badly. Yeah. So yeah, But yeah, I already knew Adult Swim at the time probably wasn't going to pick it up because, I don't know, they were just weird like that because Adult Swim Saturday nights was apparently not Toonami.
And plus, they're showing Bleach all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I only have the rights to Bleach and other anime that I show at this time, but it's clearly not Toonami or anything.
For me, I didn't really care. Really, I bought the first bit of the Naruto DVD on my birthday, and it's uncut, and it's awesome, and blah, blah, blah. Months later, I traded that DVD away, and I'm going to get more DVDs of the uncut Naruto and stuff. Really, I didn't care about the Disney XD part, or whatever. I think they almost ended on a filler episode.
I think they got the windmill the Rasen Shuriken, the first
The Blue Dom Rasen Shuriken!
Yeah, and that's basically it. That's where they stopped. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they got up to episode 97.
Mm-hmm.
Which was right in the middle of a filler arc, actually, so...
Yeah, that was a good time to end it.
Actually, I like that. I kind of sort of like that filler arc. Especially Sakura getting jealous of Naruto kissing another woman, or the other woman just draining his chakra away. And
they got rid of that in the cut version. I was like, what the
what?
Yeah.
It's just I'm like, Naruto, what the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, you
watching that episode saying, oh yeah, what? Why did they show that part? Ugh, stupid.
Oh man, I just love that part. I have that on my cell phone.
All right, my answer. Okay, when I first heard that it was going to be showing on Disney XD, I couldn't believe it at first. I'm like, come on, that has to be a joke, right? There's no way that Disney is going to show this, right?
Anime.
I mean, but as the announcements came, there was more and more. Viz Media saying it was going to be on Disney XD, and was like, well, fuck.
Yep.
And here's why I still watched it, but here's why I sort of had an aversion to it. I knew that there were going to be edits from the start. I mean, even when it was on Toonami on Cartoon Network, they sort of edited the swears out, and some graphic images like them throwing up or spilling way too much blood. I mean, they showed some blood, but like spilling way too much blood, they sort of cut back on that. But
I mean, Toonami was lenient.
Yeah, and it was also the daytime Toonami too on Saturday weekdays and then on Saturday nights. But anyway, the only anime Disney had ever handled at that point in time in 2009 was the Digimon franchise and the Studio Ghibli films. Well, and a couple others, but those are just the major ones, right?
Yeah.
So Disney had this mindset of, okay, anime can get violent at times, but it's generally safe for us to handle, right? I mean, you've seen Spirited Away, you've seen My Neighbor Toriko. Or, no, not Toriko, it's Totoro.
Yeah, Totoro, whatever.
You've seen the fourth season of Digimon Data Squad. That's pretty tame stuff, though.
I think that was fifth season.
This was abundantly clear. This was abundantly clear that Disney did not do the research. Because
No.
Because I, and to an extent us, the fans, knew that Naruto Shippuden would get progressively more violent as it progressed.
Especially now where we see Obito murdering people, putting some trees in them, and making them bleed, and making it raining blood. Hallelujah, raining blood. Hallelujah.
So,
Oh man.
I knew this was going to be, and I don't want to hear a word. I don't want to hear a word of this from either of you when I say this. I knew this was going to be Four Kids One Piece all over again. But while Four Kids had an excuse, backstory time, Toei basically just shoved One Piece into Four Kids' hands because they wanted to get One Piece out into the American market. And because Four Kids had bought Shaman King, Ultimate Muscle, and Tokyo Mew Mew, Toei thought one more show couldn't hurt. Also, Toei approved of every edit Four Kids had to make in order for it to air on Saturday morning TV. Morning TV.
Yep.
And that was
Anyway,
a dumb thing ever.
So, anyway, while Four Kids had an excuse, Disney was just being greedy and getting the exclusive broadcast rights as quickly as possible. Now, meanwhile, Cartoon Network, on the other hand, had years of experience on handling anime, to the point where they had created 2 blocks to categorize them in their at this point in time, right? So
And then the new president was a dumbass and said, "Oh yeah, let's just get rid of this because it's not a demographic we can stand by anymore. We like live action TV shows."
Yeah.
So, they had,
God, that was a dark time.
Yeah, so, they had the daytime Toonami block, or sort of daytime, but I consider daytime even though it was before Adult Swim. But anyway, they had the daytime Toonami block and Adult Swim. Now, if Cartoon Network had won the bid for the broadcast rights, they would have immediately placed the show in Adult Swim because they handled it in Toonami. They saw what kind of show it would eventually become. They obviously did the research. So I knew, and I'm still claiming this, if Cartoon Network had, Turner Broadcasting really, but I'm still saying it's Cartoon Network. If Cartoon Network had gotten the rights, they would have placed it in Adult Swim.
Right.
And we'd be farther ahead than we are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're behind. Big time.
Big time behind.
Lo and behold, fast forward 2 years later in 2011, Disney ceases their broadcast of Naruto Shippuden. Then fast forward another 3 years, and Adult Swim's Toonami announces that they will be showing Naruto Shippuden on Toonami. And
yeah, they used the uncut Naruto as a scapegoat, but while they were getting the rights to
Yeah. And I can't believe Disney had
the nerve,
had the balls to hold on to the rights even after they said, you know what, fuck this, it's too violent, and it's not very good for our image as a company as a whole. Right.
Even though they now have Marvel as their
Yeah.
Because
the irony. We purchased
really,
Marvel.
Really,
yeah.
that's just stupid of Disney just giving away Naruto.
This is the same franchise that made an entire series for zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies? What zombies?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, like live action.
No, it was a comic book series for Marvel. Yeah. But yeah, Disney was weird. They thought Naruto would be a good thing, but they were clearly not. They clearly had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, that was not good.
But they still purchased the rights to Marvel, which they're not doing too bad. Anyway.
Yeah, with the Avengers was pretty cool. Anyway, moving on to my second question here that I got up. Alright. So, what do you think... What chapter do you... What chapter? Oh, no. How do you predict the next NaruSaku moment will go out? Wow, he or she wrote this weird. I think what they're trying to say is, how do you think the next NaruSaku moment will play out? Probably, I'll answer this immediately. I think it'll probably be like the OVA where she hugs him after he comes back to life.
And cries.
Mm-hmm.
Insert crying animation. No.
Inserting crying
Insert
I'm
tears of
crying.
joy.
And it's going to be cute.
It's kind of an interesting question considering there's quite a few people that think it might not happen for
Yeah,
some reason.
it might happen. Because like she was worried about Naruto when he faced up Pain.
Well, I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm just saying that a lot of people think that for some reason Naruto's just gonna appear out of nowhere, like in a flash. Oh hey, I'm here, guys. Yeah, you didn't see that. You didn't see what I did in that after world or whatever, the parallel universe dimension thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
we don't have time for that. We have to go
really,
straight to action.
really, I would love to see that.
Straight
mean,
to action. And then have it just be a flashback? I don't know.
now, it would be a nice flashback and seeing what the dead look like.
Oh, I
Mostly,
meant. Well, I'm not saying that Naruto like is in the dead world. I'm just saying that Naruto appears where they are right now.
oh gee.
But I mean, that would be interesting too if we see
Uh-huh.
what the afterlife for him would be like.
Mostly, it's not going to be like Dragon Ball Z.
So long as Neji's not involved.
Yeah, as long as Neji's not involved trying to kick him out of heaven to like, get out of heaven, you idiot, and protect Hinata.
Lord knows we'd all get that. No.
Oh Lord, I will. If Kishi does that, I will just facepalm.
Oh damn it! You just can't let this go.
Nope.
It would be kind of like Dragon Ball Evolution. I hate that movie. That movie sucked. It needs to die, burn, and go to hell.
That movie never happened. So
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, that movie never happened. We never talk about Evolution.
I don't even know the name.
I told you that movie never happened. It never happened.
It never happened.
It never happened. It never happened. It never happened at all. Because
Super Mario movie. It never happened.
yeah.
But yeah, it'd just probably be exactly like the 2011 OVA.
Uh-huh.
Hard to believe it's been 3 years since that thing.
Yeah. Maybe not. I mean, Sakura will slowly hug him, and like,
Hugs.
and maybe she will hug him way too tightly.
Oh my god! I'm awake. Okay, I'm not dying. You're gonna kill me.
Ow! Oh!
Ah! I just woke up, man.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And mostly, Sakura's hand is still in his body, and
That's weird.
yeah, that would be weird.
Well, I
And
mean, that would
Naruto-
feel weird. I wonder how they're gonna. Yeah, whatever. Kish will figure something out.
Yeah, Kishi won't talk about it because like he never lets people talk about stuff because like really he never finished stuff or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Finish stuff. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. It's his manga. Whatever he wants to do with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it is pointing towards the NaruSaku ending, we can almost guarantee that.
We have 95%.
It was all a lie. You were in Tsukuyomi, the infinite Tsukuyomi this entire time. What?
What? But why? No. Hey, I've been watching
Obito used the infinite Tsukuyomi. This is all Madara's dream.
No.
Even
Wait.
Madara supports Narusaku.
Oh.
Snap.
Wait.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. And
One-
he doesn't support Naruhina.
Want some aloe for that burn, Naruhina fans?
I've got a burn heal.
Don't forget burn heals.
Yeah, so those are my 2 questions.
Oh, yeah.
I never get questions. I need to set up some form of email system.
Yeah.
Hey, just send me your emails, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me your emails as well. All right.
So, does anyone else have anything Narusaku or Naruto related to talk about?
I watched a filler episode the other day.
Was it the latest filler episode, or?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it. I mean, not the English version. Nope, not yet.
Dub's not there yet.
It's not even there yet, Johnny boy.
I mean, yeah. Mostly, I just like it because, like, oh, Yamato and Kakashi are fighting. Kakashi is doing a Chidori. We're getting more Yamato's story.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Something for that on. I think I saw the beginning of that or something. I don't know.
Where is Yamato after this?
You know what I like about fillers? They somehow say screw canon because they're filler anyway. But
Yeah.
just screw canon.
Yep.
A whole bunch of plot holes.
Because this is why Hinata, who had that awesome bug-sapping jutsu in a filler, never used it in the actual manga when she went up against Pain. That would have been a good time to use it, don't you think, anime? But no, even the anime said, yeah, we're gonna adapt the manga, so she never actually learned that.
Yeah.
And then by the time she actually uses the 64 palms, it's just the original version.
Yeah.
Like how Neji did it. Age 64 palms. I don't make anything special. Kind of like she never uses the rotation, yet apparently, yeah, the games have nothing to go by, so they have to use it.
Mostly like she's just using the 64 palms with the Lion Force.
Yeah.
Fist of the
Twin Lion Hearts. What the hell does that even do?
Mostly like fist. It kind of reminds me of the Fist of the Beast King that Leomon from Digimon shoots out.
Except his were actually effective.
Yeah.
We never saw what the hell hers do.
Yeah. Like Fist of the Hinata is ineffective.
Boom! You just got deflected. Oh hey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember this episode of Naruto where he did the mini Biju Dama on Mara, and Mara just like deflected with his fan, and Naruto said like, "Where's the big kaboom? Where is it?" If you guys are Looney Tunes fans, I'm making a reference to Marvin the Martian. The kaboom? Where's the big kaboom?
There it is. I can't imitate him very well.
I can't imitate him either.
I don't know.
What's up, Nat? I can make a okay Bugs Bunny impression. You, sir, are certainly despicable.
That's Daffy Duck.
Delvelta. I thought it was Sylvester. Oh wait, no, that is. They both have that
Yeah.
weird thing.
It's Daffy Duck and Sylvester. Sylvester's the only one who doesn't have a 2-word name. It's, Tweety Bird, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Foghorn Leghorn, Sylvester.
Cool.
The cat.
Wile E. Coyote, Road Runner. Well, Road Runner is also one. but I mean, I guess it's the Roadrunner. But
Really, it's kind of weird that let's see, I remember this one episode of the Looney Tunes show, the Looney Tunes where like Sylvester was singing and mostly uh, Elmer's father was trying to get rid of him, and mostly they both die, and mostly Sylvester's 9 lives die with him. He
damn.
go like, uh, "Oh, Danny boy, the lives are calling," and she's not like, "I can finally get some rest." Oh, nope, nope, nope.
No,
Actually,
not time yet. It's not
actually,
time.
I have this thing about someone that don't believe in NaruSaku or whatever.
Whatever the
Still,
heck it is.
he's saying like, no, Naruto never stated or emphasized that he was in love with Sakura. Ain't wrong. Even the fillers answer this. You are dumb.
Well,
You
people don't like
are
filler
dumb.
because they're not canon, but I mean, does Naruto have to go around every 5 chapters saying, "Oh hey, I love you"?
Mhm.
Oh hey, there's the girl I love. Oh hey.
What what the hell? Like what's going on?
I think he already said that he's not going to do anything till after other stuff.
After the war, after he brings
What
Sasuke
happened?
home, all this
Because
other,
that makes so much sense.
all this other stuff he has to take care of first.
Because Sasuke's
Yeah.
not in charge of his own destiny. I'm just the puppet in a world of puppet masters.
Yep.
But
Naruto is my puppeteer now.
but this guy sound like, oh, Sakura's still in love with Sasuke, or nothing can compare Sakura's love to Sasuke or
Hooray
Sasuke.
for 1 chapter.
Hooray! I guess
That was only 540. Yeah, one time she actually thinks about him. Yeah, good job, guys. That clearly was. She's clearly obsessed with Sasuke. I mean, that one time.
Yeah, that one little itty bitty time.
That
But
one moment.
but her thoughts of Naruto is stronger.
Let's not be rational here in saying that if she thought of Naruto, it would end all shipping wars.
Yeah,
Nope. It was she just loves Sasuke.
really to a point where like Kishimoto is just firing cannonballs now. Like Naruhito was just a tiny itty bitty tiny small ball.
Thing.
And then
thing.
I think 631 came out, and then Kishimoto fired back with a giant cannonball. Fire!
Man, that chapter is basically it sparked so many. It was a good chapter, but I'm just saying it sparked so many things.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like whenever we do something, it's like, oh, it's all our fault. But when something else happens, oh, hey, yeah, we're not the rational thinkers here or anything.
Nope.
Do you think Naruto's promise is still there or whatever?
To himself.
Yeah, to himself.
Because I mean, I think the end of that arc basically said that the burden was lifted or something like that.
The bird was lifted into the air. Ooh.
I said burden, man. I said burden. But
burden!
no.
Burden! I have a burden.
Yeah, all those friendly smiles were just that smiles.
Yeah. Let's see. I think Sakura is not in love with Sasuke no more. she has moved on. Well, Sakura's moving right along to Naruto's arms.
Oh, really? What? Gee, I wonder what gave that away. Maybe it was because she doesn't trust Sasuke anymore. Maybe it was because of that fake smile. Or maybe, just maybe, mind you, she was chosen to heal. Well, she instead of Hinata was chosen to heal Naruto.
Or at
Yep.
least keep him alive from this, at
The
this
Doobie
point.
is like,
Hooray.
you shall heal him.
Darn it, James, you should have posted last week's podcast. This explained everything.
Yeah, he's been a bit slow this week, hasn't he?
He's been slow. He's been like, I'm going slowly, man.
Although that's not to say this podcast hasn't had problems, which after we're done recording here, I'm going to review, and whether or not it's good, that I'll send him.
We might have to do it again.
Yeah.
Do over.
And maybe he'll host it, or maybe, I don't know if you guys are...
It'll just be that lost episode.
Yeah, the last episode.
Yeah, it will be NaruSaku podcast.
It was
Lost.
just a bunch of cheap walk cycles.
Yeah.
Stop with the cheap walk cycles.
And we all go Patchy the Pirate as we destroy everything Naruto. Everything Naruto related that we own. Naruto underwear! Naruto figurines! Naruto alarm clock!
It's all
Naruto
ruined.
underpants.
We already said underpants.
We need underpants twice. Bed sheets, wall photos.
Yeah.
Naruto.
And then, wait, there's more! And then rewind. Everything's not destroyed.
Yay.
Button. Hooray! That wasn't the real episode.
Yeah.
Where's the remote?
Where's the remote? No!
So
No, 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 no!
She throws it through the window. Here you go, Patsy.
So many buttons. Not the mariachi button. Alright, that's the light switch.
The rewind button. Oh, no, it's lost forever.
Used to be funny.
Yep.
Yeah, but like
Even though it
it's
shows
now
reruns.
it sucks. It sucks.
They should have really made it a one-time episode that no one could catch again.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you want to be exclusive? Gotta catch this episode once because we're never airing it again.
Until we put it on DVD.
Yeah.
That will be saying like no more lost episode for you.
It's true.
But anyway, after we're done here, I'll review what we have and where we got cut off and see if it's usable enough for me to send to our original host.
Mm-hmm.
The host of hosts.
Yep.
The hostess with the mostest.
And if it isn't, well, if you guys are up for it, tomorrow.
He'll figure it out. Yeah,
Yeah,
tomorrow? I might
I'll
be.
I'll be up for it tomorrow.
Depends
Maybe
on the time. I don't know. I'm sort of...
Yeah, it depends on how the time is going.
on the time. Nice. No, I'm probably not available till late afternoon.
Like after 5, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Probably around 5, 6-ish or something.
All right, then we'll start it. Then, if this podcast, which we are recording right now, is not usable for me to send over to James for editing, then we shall record again tomorrow at 7.
Yeah, that should be.
At 7 Eastern Standard Time. Just
Yeah. I think we should do that too.
So,
Then we could just tell Narusaku
Yeah.
if we have to, yeah. Then he can join in if he wants.
So, that's it for this week. I'm lknmjh, also known as Steve.
I'm P96822, also known as Johnathan.
Oh, jeez. And I'm MangaReader, also known as MangaReader.
And gentlemen, let's hope that next week I probably will do a better job.
Hooray!
You did a pretty good job.
Take
Hope
one.
Sasuke dies.
Toodles.